Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about pancreas gland. Okay. So let's see the structure. So this is the structure of pancreas gland. It is mainly made up of three sections. First section is head, the middle section is body, and last section is tail. This midline section is nothing but pancreatic duct, which releases its secretion into duodenum portion. Example, pancreatic juices. Okay. So pancreas gland is dual in nature. So what is the meaning of dual in nature? It is exocrine as well as endocrine. So what is the meaning of exocrine? It releases its secretion at specific site with the help of duct. Okay. And what is endocrine? It releases its secretion directly into blood. Okay. So pancreas majorly composed of exocrine section and minor section is endocrine in nature. Okay. So first we will see exocrine section. The exocrine section of the pancreas gland mainly involved in synthesis, storage and release of pancreatic juices. So what are these pancreatic juices? These are nothing but digestive enzymes. For example, pancreatic amylase, lipase, nuclease, nucleosidase, trypsin, chymotrypsin and polypeptidase. So these all enzymes contribute to the digestion of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So this is the exocrine section of the pancreas gland, which helps in the process of digestion. Second part is endocrine section, which mainly involve islets of Langerhans, which having three kinds of cells. First one is alpha cell, which secretes glucagon. It is a peptide hormone. Second one is a beta cells, which releases insulin. It is also a peptide hormone. And last one is delta cell, which releases somatostatin. First we will see glucagon. So glucagon hormone is also called as hyperglycemic hormone. Why it is hyperglycemic? Because this glucagon acts on hepatocyte cells of the liver to convert glycogen into glucose. First we will see what is glycogen. It is a polymer of glucose which is stored in the liver. Okay. Whenever body needs glucose, this glucagon acts on hepatocytes of the liver to convert glycogen into glucose by the process of glycogenolysis. Okay. Also, it stimulates gluconeogenesis. Whenever body needs glucose, so what exactly happens in gluconeogenesis? Synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate compounds. For example, lactate, pyruvate, amino acid and glycerol. So glucagon ultimately helps to increase the level of the glucose inside the body. Instead of body we can say into the blood. Second hormone is insulin. This is a peptide hormone. It mainly acts on hepatocytes of the liver, adipocytes and muscle cells for cellular uptake of the glucose for its utilization. So whenever there is increase in the level of the glucose in the blood, insulin helps to use that glucose molecule into the body by acting on hepatocytes, adipocytes and muscle cells. In the liver, this glucose level from the blood gets decreases and utilized for glycogenesis. So what is glycogenesis? Synthesis of the glycogen molecule from the glucose molecule. So this process is initiated by insulin into the liver. Okay. So these are the hormones of the pancreas, glucagon and insulin. And last hormone is somatostatin. Okay. So insulin and glucagon having the joint action to maintain the level of the glucose into the blood. But the level of insulin and glucagon is controlled by delta cells. They decreases the secretion of glucagon and insulin. So let's see the diseases which are associated with the pancreas. So there are two main disorders. First one is diabetic mellitus. Second one is hypoglycemia. So diabetes mellitus is caused due to insufficient insulin. In this case, level of the glucose in the blood increases above its normal level. And second one is hypoglycemia. Here, due to excessive secretion of insulin, level of the glucose into the blood decreases below its normal level. So these are the diseases associated with the pancreas.